I think going into this report, there was some concern about, is search under pressure? We didn't necessarily see that in the numbers, and actually came in better than expected on the search front. But you don't look at ChatGPT as a risk. I know myself personally, I'm using it more, and I always was a, just go to Google kind of person. And Google was the verb, but, we're not saying we're going to look it up on Gemini necessarily.
No,
It's ChatGPT has really, is the verb, if you will.
Yeah, I think credit to Sam Altman, OpenAI, for being early and being first. I think there's a lot of risk there, as I mentioned, with Microsoft. There's also a lot of risk with them losing many of their top researchers right now. They've been poached substantially, not by Google though, mostly by Meta. I think there's risk to the business model, period. So that was what I was trying to say before. I think there's real risk that search itself needs to be reconsidered. However, I don't necessarily know that we've seen as much of a transition. You just said it yourself. The search data, there was one quarter where search data showed somewhat of a stagnation, or even maybe a slightly quarter-over-quarter downtick. And then ever since then, search is still going up. So I think we need to see more real market signs that search is deteriorating, because it's a little bit like the Apple story. I'm quite pessimistic about Apple because of their lack of success in AI. Having said that, 2.2 billion plus devices, that people love their Apple device, and nobody's saying, oh, because Siri's not great, I'm going to get rid of my iPhone. No, they're not saying that. They're saying, we'll continue with this. We love the device. We love its functionality. We love our Apple ecosystem. We love our blue bubbles. We're going to stay with it. And if Apple can get intelligence correct, probably in the next 2 years, they probably won't see much market erosion. I think while people like us that are in tech, that are on top of media, that are constantly on our devices, have certainly played with and adopt perplexity. We've adopted OpenAI tools. Maybe we're playing with Anthropic. But I think deep down, the vast majority of people out there, call your uncles, your aunts, your brothers, sisters, moms, friends, still use Google pretty pervasively. Even if it's just in the Apple, when they're throwing it in the Safari browser and just search a term, they don't realize it's that Google relationship going back to Google. I think they have a stickiness. It'll take time. But OpenAI is a real threat to every business, by the way.